Yo, let's kick it.
We had a whole lot of superstars on this stage here tonight, but I want y'all to know one thing. This is my motherfucking house.
Yo. Mika G, what up, man? Take your mic off mute, baby. Come on now.
My bad. What up, though?
What up, though? What it do? We already got people in here. King Mo, what it is, man.
Sup, Mo?
What up? Mika, what is good? First off, let me get introduced because I'm gonna get hype around this, John. I don't want to get hype and forget what we here for. Welcome to Blues House. I am your host, Bluminati. That is Mika G in the place to be.
Ow.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You can always donate. Look at the ticker down at the bottom. Get all where you need to donate it and stuff like that, man. Not gonna be a crazy show today. Well, I don't know. We might get crazy. I don't know. This might. I don't know. This might get a little crazy. You know,
crazy. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. I don't know. You know how things go. Just could err. I'm gonna err on the side of caution and say, yeah, it might get a little crazy.
What do you mean?
Cause we talking Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? it's some,
The king of pop.
The king of pop. It's some things we can take it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna try to be as respectful as possible when it comes to talking about the old king of pop. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, that is not what I meant to do. God damn it. But yeah, man. So what's been good with you? You all over the internet doing things here and there, you know what I mean?
I ain't all over nobody's internet. Look.
Somebody's internet.
I mean, yes. I wasn't on the show last night.
Nah, you wasn't. I was like, no, make it.
Nah, I had to go get the clean. I had to go get the clean lots. The free time. Hairstyle gonna be different. Bam. But nah, I wasn't on the show last night. Hate that I missed doing the review for Tiffany the doll.
I was like,
don't suggest.
Where do y'all be finding these joints from, man?
Yo, I'm telling you, Tubi got some trash movies in between all the good movies that they have. And I don't know who found Tiffany the doll, but I promise you, when I see Duke, it's on site.
You hear that, Duke? It's on site, Duke.
It's on site. Okay.
We finding things like Tiffany the doll. What he be just scrubbing through Tubi?
I don't know how he found this movie, but he found. I think it came up on TikTok or whatever. Like somebody had seen it. They did a TikTok about it, and yeah, yes, right, Mo. It was Duke. It was Duke.
It was Duke
on site. So yeah, I'm sad that I missed that one because I'm pretty sure it was hilarious. But I would definitely go back and watch it or rewatch it and see what was discussed. But yeah, I mean, other than that, nothing much. Just chilling, pretty much.
That's right. Just chilling. When next time you come home, man?
I think it's gonna be in April or May time frame. I think.
Okay.
Try to stay for a week again, like I did last time.
Are you here for a week? You know, I've been on the move, man. I ain't had a chance to sit down. I got a funeral to go to this weekend, man. I'm gonna miss some filming going on, but I got a funeral to go to. One of my homies from the Navy passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, suicide, man. It's be taking us out. And his birthday just passed. It's crazy. His birthday had just passed.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
But go down there, show my.
But we all can't be Hollywood like you, Blue. You know?
Man, look. I do this for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I do this for y'all.
I'm just saying, you. I mean, you holler. Hey, y'all, if y'all don't know this, Blue got some movies on Tubi too.
I do. I do got on Tubi. Hey, chill out, man.
Hey, I ain't chilling out. Nah. What's up, Kobe?
Hey, what up, Cole? What up? I appreciate that, Mo. Yeah, mental health is important, man. We gotta check in with our people, make sure our people doing good, man. Sometimes that strong friend or that person you think is weathering the storm is, having a hell of a ride and just don't want to tell nobody. So sometimes you got to go in there and check, man. Do the health and comfort checks on your people, make sure everybody good. So, but yeah.
Shout out to Kobe too, Mr. Hollywood.
Yeah, Kobe Hollywood. Kobe might have something on Tubi too. Kobe might just have something on Tubi, man. I might have to scrub and see if. But you know what? You talking? Don't show up on Tubi. Don't you know what? That skit might show up on Tubi.
That skit ain't showing up on nobody Tubi because we still ain't even finished the script for it. So
that skit might show up. Well, that body double though.
Yo.
Oh man.
You know what? I'm gonna repost that skit because now I can repost it now because I'm not with the person that date was based on.
Okay. Go on.
I didn't post it before because
still in your life, huh?
Yeah, he was still I ain't want him to feel some type of way about who they casted for him.
Oh man, that's funny. I'm telling you, like it was dope, but that body double just threw me off a little bit.
I was like, damn, y'all couldn't find nobody like they look like me.
Found somebody. They found somebody, all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna find that video and I'm gonna repost that. Oh my!
I know me and Kobe was like, "What is going? What the world
she
is
was
going?"
Thick.
Hella thick. I was like, "Gee, what the world? That's not Mika." But today, what do we have in store today, man? Gonna talk about Velma. I don't know if anybody watched that. And matter of fact, I'll be the first one to tell you I have not watched it.
I have. I've watched both episodes and I'm ready to talk about it.
I couldn't even pull myself to watch it. Yeah, I watched some of the clips, and I ain't no big fan of Mindy anyway.
Right. The Mindy show wasn't that great.
Yeah, but yeah, man. This article I was reading, I'm gonna do both sides. I want to do both sides because I haven't watched it, but I do want to discuss. I do have some things to talk about when it comes to it, because I'm like, it's weird to me, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna do both sides. This is from the Daily Mail. It says, Mindy Kaling's new Scooby-Doo spinoff Velma is slammed as massive disaster, with fans railing against over-sexualization of unlikable 15-year-old characters. It says Velma has been slammed by viewers with 11% rating on Rotten Tomatoes is actually down to 6 now. 6. That's not the critics, that's the fans. 6.
Yeah.
It beat out Dragon Ball Z Evolution. Now, if y'all seen Dragon Ball Evolution, that's a hard movie to beat. To be one of the worst movies. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. Viewers claim the HBO Max series veers too far from the Scooby-Doo franchise. Others complain the 15-year-old version of the Scooby-Doo gang is over-sexualized. Kaling stars in the series and has become a controversial figure in recent times. Let me see. It was something stuck out that I wanted to. Said these new complaints come as Kaling faces backlash for liking a tweet by a transphobic. I don't like that. J.K. Rowling. Also, the accusations of using Ozempic for her weight loss. Why is that an issue? Why people can't? You know what I'm saying? Drugs sometimes have dual. You know, they got multiple purposes. I get it. People are, oh, I can't get my diabetes medicine. I understand that. Like, I'm sympathetic to that, but she shouldn't be killed for using a drug that's, you know, it's multiple fat. You know,
Right.
But it is because I should let me find a drug that, like, you know what I'm saying, to do something that's different.
Oh, that turned me into a hot supermodel.
Or something, yeah, or something like that. Like, why wouldn't I, you know what I'm saying? If I'm struggling with losing weight or something like that, yeah, this drug gonna help me lose the weight. Okay, I'm gonna go do that. I don't see the issue.
Hooked.
You know, if the doctors is prescribed, the bad thing is whoever makes Ozempic should make more of it and quit charging $1 million, you know what I'm saying, for the drug.
Facts.
Yeah, I want to get on somebody, get on them of, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. They're saying that she's an unrecognizable character. All of these characters, whether they're race swapped, they're nothing like their predecessors in the Mystery Inc. gang, things of that nature. You got the Black Shaggy, whose real name is Norville anyway, but he's going officially by Norville, I guess.
Yes.
Calling him Shaggy.
She don't call him Shaggy.
Right. She calls him by his real government name.
She calls him Norville.
I guess calling him Shaggy would have been disrespectful to the black delegation, I guess. I don't know. Daphne is now Asian and a dope dealer, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Slanging cane on this thing. And yes. Fred is now a man-child.
Yes.
With a small penis.
I don't know about that last part, but yeah.
I mean, that's what they kept. I watched the clips. That's what she kept saying. Like, that was like the running gag.
Yeah, he's a man child. Definitely.
Even the dad was like, yeah, he's got a small penis.
Yeah.
That's what, I mean, the mom, the pregnant. So Daphne has two moms who are cops.
Yes.
See, this is, all right, that's the one side. Let's read. I want to read this article because it's the other side. This article is from Bleeding Cool. It says, Velma, what Scooby-Doo gatekeepers trolls don't get about the prequel. As the animated series goes, series stars, executive, blah, blah, blah. Where is it at? No, this ain't the article. Okay. Kaling teases more Velma sexual tension than viewers might expect. I don't want to give any spoilers away, but a lot of the characters have sexual tension with Velma, which is fun. Now, my issue with this, like I said, is the over-sexualization of Chemo said, bro, what? Yeah. The over-sexualization of these 15-year-old characters, right?
Yes.
So then I'm going to ask the question, who is this made for? Because this is an adult cartoon, or it's predicated towards adults.
Right.
Regarding 15-year-old kids. So
think Big Mouth, but a little bit toned down. I didn't like Big Mouth neither. Because that's what I'm saying. Like, that's right. That's what Velma is. It's like Big Mouth, but just a little bit not as explicit as Big Mouth was. Like, I mean, and but yes, these are 15-year-olds in high school. There's the very first scene, my daughter was like, "Oh, Mom, Velma," you know, right. And she turns it on, and the very first scene is a shower scene, and there's butts in the camera. Yeah. And like suds like strategically placed. And I was like, oh no, turn this off. You can't watch this. Right. So I mean, how do you even, so my question is, how do you pass this off as for adults when it's sexualizing 15-year-olds? Right? So what adult is supposed to sit there and watch child pornography, basically child pornography? Pretty much. Right. So if they had made them, like, we know the Scooby-Doo gang that we know, they're young adults, right? So I mean,
15, 16.
Well, in the old Scooby Doo, like I mean, what 15, 16-year-olds gonna be driving across the country in the middle of Ireland? You know what I'm saying? So in the older version, they're old. Like in my mind, they were young adults. You know what I'm saying? Who just had a whole bunch of money because somebody had a whole bunch of money for them to be riding around in
Fred and Daphne.
Pretty much, like their parents had all this money for them to ride around in the mystery machine. So for them to go backwards to them putting them in high school, now they're back in Coolsville. We've gone back to them being in Coolsville before with What's New Scooby-Doo and all the other Scooby-Doo shows that we've witnessed before. This show is not if they had kept the same premise as they're young adults, they still live in Coolsville though, you know what I'm saying? But they still live in Coolsville, but this show wouldn't be so over sexualized. But because they're kids, that's why everybody feels this way.
It's just weird. Like
it is weird. It's very weird.
It's weird for that to even be some type of because it's not like it was a one and done thing. This is from my understanding. This is running joke, running gag or whatever.
Yes.
It even had like some roaches fucking or whatever.
Yes.
What is like and
maybe that's her comedic genius, but again, if you had taken them out of high school and Shaggy was just a stoner that lived at home with his his mom and dad, and Fred is still the man child, and Daphne's just the Daphne's just living off mommy and daddy's yes roaches it was over there in the locker room.
Most say roaches. Right. Roaches.
So like if she had just pulled them out of the high school aspect, this series would have came off a
little bit better.
It would have came off better, but because I mean, like the opening scene to the first episode, I was like, whoa, like
I'm guessing because I'm still trying to understand that. So like you said, if you pull them out and put them as college student on up, yes, I think that joke or gag would have went over better, right? But she didn't,
right?
And to me, that ended me wanting to even watch it because it's weird. Like, how am I supposed to watch? And I get it, as you know what I'm saying. Like you said, growing up, they had to been young adults. They had to been, 18 to 20 something doing because they was all over the place doing shit,
right?
And Velma is kind of a sex object in the Scooby-Doo zeitgeist anyway. I think she gets more over-sexualized than Daphne when it comes to like cosplay and stuff like that.
She does.
I get all of that. But she gets sexualized as an adult.
Right.
Not as a 15-year-old high school. And they make her stupid. Well, she's smart but stupid. She's copying off of Shaggy's work. Right?
Somewhat like she
or is she using Shaggy?
She's using Shaggy basically. So like she's still smart. She's still the smartest person in the room. I'll tell you what I don't like. I don't like the fact that Fred don't know who she is, and I'm like, what? Excuse me? Like he was like, who are you? And she was like, I'm Velma. I sit behind you in Spanish class. He was like, oh, he thinks she's Mexican. He thinks she's Hispanic. So like Fred is rude to Velma, and like
they all rude from my understanding.
Well, her and Daphne used to be quote unquote best friends. So they fell out because Daphne started hanging out with the cool girls, because Daphne is a popular girl, right? And Velma is the dork or the geek, and so of course they fell out because that's what happens in high school, Let
me pause you, Mika. Mm-hmm. Why go this crazy route? Why Daphne now is gay? Velma's gay. She ended up being like lesbian in the previous cartoon. I guess what was it, Scooby-Doo something? She had like a little crush on a little black chick that was in the movie.
It was in one of the Scooby-Doo movies. Yeah. I can't remember which one, but it was in one of the Scooby-Doo movies. But then they made up for it in the in the Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated show, and they made it so that she had a thing for Shaggy, and they had like this undercover relationship that Fred and Velma wasn't supposed to. I mean, Fred and Daphne wasn't supposed to know about. Yeah.
So they do all they, you know what I'm saying, the race swapping. Let's add this sexual whatever you want to call it into this. Why not just do a dope ass Scooby-Doo? Or since Scooby ain't even in it.
He's not even in this.
He ain't even in it, and they say he's not going to be in it.
That sucks.
But why not just do a dope ass mystery? If this is supposed to because this is supposed to be a prequel where they all have to help solve this crime together, this mystery together. Why have them do all this funny shit? Like, and when I say funny, I don't mean funny, haha. I mean funny, like, what the fuck? Funny.
I mean, they still made it in this one. They switched. They switched who had his crush on who. So Norville or Shaggy has a huge crush on Velma. I mean, again, I know it not too many. I know it's not too many people that saw this, and I hate to be the spoiler, but there is a scene where Velma and Daphne kiss. Right. But it's because Velma, this is the other thing that I think is so stupid about the show, is that Velma has panic attacks and hallucinates. So she hallucinates that this demon is like telling her, oh, you're the reason why your mom died. So we get her backstory. We get to meet her dad, who's a lawyer. We get to meet her mom, who was, found an interest in Velma solving mysteries, and she ends up missing. So it's a mystery, but then there's also people being killed. So she has to try to figure out who's killing people and also solve the mystery of her missing mom. So I don't know if that'll get solved in one season. They probably gonna cancel this after these 2 episodes. But
with a 6% audience, yeah, I don't see this going.
Right. So she has like anxiety, and she suffers from panic attacks, hallucinations from her mom going away, and it's all these different things. But the reason why they kiss is because Daphne, quote unquote, doesn't know what to do to help bring her back, and she's like, do something. I was like, girl, I would have shook them.
So she kissed her. But that's what I'm saying. Like, why? Okay, so we take this children's franchise, right? Mm-hmm. We try to scale it up to make it more, and what I haven't seen where they've taken something and try to scale it up to make an adult where it works.
Right.
What cartoon have we seen to where they scaled it? Now, and when I say scaled it up, I'm talking about adult like you know what I'm saying? With cussing and.
I mean, Ren and Stimpy would probably be the best example of that. So like Ren and Stimpy.
But that started.
Right. It did. However, because it was on Nickelodeon, it's not as bad as it was once it became Ren and Stimpy's like house party or something. I think that's what it's called. Like that was definitely for adults. Like the original Ren and Stimpy obviously wasn't for kids to begin with, but I mean, they let it slide. But the new Ren and Stimpy, the way they amped it up now, is just it's different. You know what I'm saying? You know it's for adults. And your kids watching this on you.
Right, but was Ren and Stimpy was, but that's a good one. But I don't know, man. I Ren and Stimpy already had the innuendos, and you go back and watch Ren and Stimpy. I'm sorry, that was them pushing the adult line to me.
Yes.
Right. So the Mystery Gang never was about that. Mystery Gang was out here with the Jackson 5. They out here with the Harlem Globetrotters. They, you know what I'm saying? Like they kicking it with you know what I'm saying? Like pop icons, and just so you take that legacy and you turned it into this shit.
Yeah.
What made them think that this was gonna compel people? And you just had success with Scooby-Doo with your movies, right?
The Scoob movie did okay. Which I will say that in the Scoob movie, there's some little hints.
I get it. But that's all.
But this one's over. This is over the top. Like
this is right. This is over the top. To me, all cartoons they're written by adults. They're made by adults. Of course, it's gonna have some, adult humor snuck in there. Look, I mean, Toy Story, Shrek, they all have it in there if you listen and watch. But this shit is overt.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I think they sneak stuff like that in there because I'm taking my child and I have to be entertained too.
Facts.
As an adult, I have to be entertained too. So I can sit there and watch. I can only watch Barbie for so long before I need at least one adult joke to, you know what I'm saying? You get what you feel me? Or you know what I'm saying? Something like that. So, but this is just like you said, you put it, your daughter wanted to watch this. And why would she not want to watch?
Because she likes Scooby-Doo. She saw Velma and was like, that's my favorite character. Right. Turned it on, and I was like, go to your room.
Right. You can't watch this. So what was Warner Brothers thinking with this? So because the new trend that I'm seeing in Hollywood is to alienate your audience for the modern audience, which the modern audience does not exist. I'm sorry. The modern audience, whoever they trying to cater after and go after, the motherfuckers don't exist.
Facts.
And that shit is where the money at, right? The modern audience, if it's there, they damn so don't spend the money. So why y'all chasing after them motherfuckers? I don't get that.
Right.
Look at who was it? What was the last shit that just came out? They was talking about this audience, or was it She-Hulk or something? I can't even remember. It's just like the audience is not there. It's not there. Quit chasing after modern audiences. They don't care. They too busy. They on TikTok. They on wherever. They not sitting down watching this shit. Nostalgia is for reason why nostalgia work is because you're getting the audience that built-in audience already. You know what I'm saying? That's who you're going after.
Right.
So when you deviate and then the fans come back and say, nah, that's some bullshit, bro. Nah, we ain't make this for you anyway. Well, who the fuck did you make it for? Who did you make it for?
Everybody else.
Everybody else but me. Come on, man. That's crazy. Dukes, I realized that about a lot of shows you used to watch. Talking about the adult innuendos and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. Lion King had a sister wife. Yeah. It's but that's to me, that's being creative. If I can creatively sneak some shit in as a writer, hell, even as an animator, you go look at some of them Disney shit. It was like a poster. It was like a Playboy poster on the what was it? The with the little rats down under. What was that called?
The Rescuers.
The Rescuers, the first one.
Yes.
It was a post-it note on the wall. It was a Playboy post-it note, though. You know what I'm saying? That's how you sneak shit in.
Right.
I don't think that exists now. If you go back and watch it now, that post, I'm pretty sure they done scrubbed that. But back then, to me, that's being creative. This shit here is not being creative.
Not at all.
At all. Yeah, Mo. Most of our childhood cinematic experiences are in shambles. And that's what I don't get. Like, you getting them, destroying them, for what reason? If you want to update shit, she could have easily updated this to be cell phones, Twitter, you know what I'm saying? Social media, shit like that. Figure out a creative way to the Mystery Inc. now can navigate, you know what I'm saying, the year 2000s, 2020, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. That's how you update shit. How would these characters maneuver in 2023? See how simple that shit is?
I mean, they added everything that is in society now. And social media is involved in this show. Daphne has two moms. Velma's being raised by a single parent. Fred has parents who don't give a damn about him. Lets him be like, he gets his food put in front of him. He's like, cut these. Like, he's waiting. Waiting for the butler to cut his meat.
I was like, what the fuck? But see, to me, you don't do that with the main characters, right? You let them be who they are, and then you introduce other characters who represent the world.
Right.
Velma is Velma. Shaggy is Shaggy. Daphne is Daphne. Fred is Fred. You don't have to destroy, because that's who we showing up for them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So if Shaggy now has a friend who has two moms, okay, cool.
Right.
Let's see how the dynamic between Shaggy and the friend with the two moms is. Or Fred is kicked, Fred's cousin from out of town is, what I'm saying? He's the man child or the baby, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. That's how you do that.
Right.
Don't destroy these characters for the sake of a modern audience. That shit is fucking crazy.
Right. Right.
We got to do better, man. Hollywood, man. You know what I'm saying? Since I'm on Tubi and shit, we got to do better, man. Tubi, we got to do better.
Tubi didn't release this. It's on HBO Max.
It need to be on Tubi. That's what it shit.
This need to be on Tubi. Shoot, it's probably gonna end up. It's gonna end up on Tubi with Brickleberry.
They need to hide this shit on Tubi, man. Let me see what, because it's just crazy. Grandy on how the Scooby-Doo gang and comedy, and where is Scooby? Like, how you do it? See,
Scooby
Black Panther all over again.
Pretty much, Scooby is Shaggy's best friend. Everybody knows that. How did Shaggy make it this far without his dog?
Right, and if this is supposed to be a prequel, when Scooby show up?
Because in the Scoob movie, Scooby showed up when Shaggy was a child.
Right. See, and that's what I'm saying. So you rewriting the history of these characters just because you're Mindy Kaling. The what do she call herself? This shit is just ass. It's a poor rep. I hate this shit. They always talk about diversity and representation, and then when they get on there, they just destroy representation. I don't want Shaggy ain't me. Like, what the shit that I see that Shaggy do, I'm like, man, what self-respecting black dude is out here fucking doing some shit like that?
He was outside her house with a whole limo and some flowers in a 3-piece suit.
Shaggy ain't chasing her ass. Not like that. Fuck out of here, man. And I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know too many Duke said, I just seen a good.
Shut up, Duke.
Duke finna put y'all on another one.
No, he about to tell you to watch Tiffany the Doll. Shut up, Duke. Don't even put it in the chat. Yeah, how about that?
Oh man. But no, Duke, and I wish I need to find some you know what I'm saying, some people from that community. I'm surprised they ain't made Shaggy gay. Surprised he ain't gay. Norville.
Norville has to have a crush on. There are only two black characters. Besides the black girl behind her, but I'm just saying the two main black characters in this show. So obviously they're going to make Norville so that obviously you don't want the whole why Velma got to be with a Caucasian man thing.
From my understanding, he's supposed to have a little crush going on in the show. Gigi, played by Yvonne Orji from Insecure. She's supposed to be I guess his new crush or whatever coming up. But still,
we'll see.
This is
I'm gonna finish it out because I'm intrigued. But
I can't I don't want to give it no shine because it'll be because of you, Mika, we get a season 2.
No, it won't. As soon as I finish this series, I'm ripping this apart.
Kimo said, I think the problem is people try too hard to appeal to a specific. Yeah,
this is true.
It's like they overcorrecting this because for so long you didn't have that representation in that demographic, right? So now you overcorrecting.
Right.
Everything got to be super female empowerment. Everything got to be super gay, super trans, 2 moms, white men. All white men are bad. All the black men got to be gay or demasculine. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's got to be to represent the 1% of the population that is represented. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's weird to me. Because I honestly don't know anybody with 2 moms. That's me. But I'm not out looking for anybody with 2 moms neither. But I don't know anybody with 2 moms.
I don't think I do either.
Yeah, right? Like, I don't know anybody with 2 moms. I don't know anybody with 2 dads. I'm not saying that they don't exist.
I don't have any friends like that. Okay, yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I don't know how common that is. So if I'm writing a show, I don't know if I'm sitting there brainstorming to say, you know what? We need a character with two of the same sex parents. Maybe I need to ask my kids, how many of your friends have the same sex parents? You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't see that I don't see that walking through Publix. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't see that.
Right.
I do see gay and queer people. I do see that, but I don't see them with child. That's what I would say. I don't see them at the parent teacher conferences and stuff. You know what I mean?
You're so silly.
All right. So they rewrite everything to make everyone happy and feel included instead of concentrating on making a good product. Self-inserts. That's another thing that's destroying the creative atmosphere that we got going on. Writers take over a franchise. Because this is what I have a issue with when it comes to the tokenization of characters. These creators come in and they get a Captain America, a Superman, or whatever, and they say, hey, let's make them black, or let's make them gay, or let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's turn these popular characters into represent us, right? And I'm like, if you want to be represented, make your own character. Mm-hmm. And I know a lot of people like, but yada, yada, yada. I'm like, no, make your own character, because if people want to see this, if you feel like it's such, you know what I'm saying, the importance of what you want to be seen represented, have that character, push that character, put money into that character, and see if that character will sell. Right? Like, see if that character sells. If that character sells, then you know people want to see that in whatever medium it is, whether it's books, comic books, TVs, movies, whatever. Right? So, like, back in the day, we was talking about Black Panther. In the 60s, they came up, made a Black Panther, made the character. It became good. People liked it. It took off. That was representation. From there, you get Luke Cage. You get all these other black superheroes and things like that. You know what I'm saying? It's because it is gay characters in comics, right? It's lesbian characters in comics. I'm pretty sure some gay characters in cartoons. If we stop and really say, you know what, I think such and such might have been gay, and you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure it is.
Vanity in Smurf Village.
Why not? I'm with it.
Yeah, the mannerisms and everything.
Push those characters. Like, I don't understand. Over on the DC side, Ta-Nehisi Coates went over to DC and said, hey, let's make Superman black, right? You got a black Superman over there already. His name is Icon. Why don't you just push that character that's already there?
You gotta be black.
He is black. Icon.
I'm talking about Superman.
But why?
Like, no, Superman gotta be black.
Nah, to me, there's no need for that. Ain't no need for that. You have a black character. So let's take Superman, make him black, and then the black character that is black, we just don't worry about him. That ain't fucking proper representation. If I got a character that can stand side by side with Superman, go to blows with Superman and whoop his ass, why wouldn't I push that character instead of just coming up with some fake ass black Superman?
Right.
Come on, man. We got to do better, man. Us as minority creators, or whatever you want to call it, black, gay, lesbian, queer, whatever, we got to do better.
All right, so you can watch Velma on Thursdays.
No.
New episodes are Thursdays.
Not promoting Velma, nothing. We not. I ain't even want to show the trailer, though. We is not promoting Velma. Oh man! So that's basically
episode 3 comes out at midnight.
Telling me to wrap it up. I guess we wrap it up. Jeez, boy. I see, and I thought it wasn't gonna get a little spicy tonight. I guess it got a little spicy. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. All right, moving on. Next, we have Megan sequel is in talks. This shit here was wild. Megan sequel, they say, is set for 2025 with Allison Williams and Violet McGray returning. They say, get ready for more Megan, the internet's favorite demonic dancing doll, is returning to theaters. 2025, Megan 2.0, a sequel to Atomic Monster and Blumhouse's campy thriller, is officially in the works. Universal has scheduled the movie to debut in theaters Jan 17, 2025. Plot details haven't been revealed, although Allison Williams, whose character helped bring to life the chaotic AI-like doll, will be back for 2.0, as will Megan's pint-sized bestie, played by Violet McGraw. Jared Johnstone directed the first film, but a director has not been announced. Now, with saying that, if old girl is coming back who played Megan, as you can see, that ain't her. And I do like how they did like some real people, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then the animatronics type situation. But what if this girl fucking gets a growth spurt? And, you know what I'm saying?
You talking about the little girl? You talking about the little girl or the girl that played Megan?
Yeah, the girl played, yeah.
So if the little girl that played Megan gets a growth spurt, they just gonna replace her ass. I mean, that's how Hollywood works. But remember what we were talking about? We talked about Megan before, and we saw that there were different actresses that played her, right? And there was one actress who just surprisingly was a little bit taller than the rest of the Megan actresses. It makes me wonder if the new Megan 2.0 is going to grow up, like they're going to make a tall, like a preteen version of this Megan doll to go with the little girl who is now a preteen, who would now be a preteen at this point, right? Because that would make sense for that to be the Megan 2.0. Hey, she's the best friend that you always wanted as a preteen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't make friends at school. Here's Megan.
There go Megan. Yeah,
psycho. But am I hyped for this sequel?
Yeah.
It didn't give sequel vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like Chucky gave like sequel vibes. What toy factory not gonna recreate the good guy doll, right?
Right.
But Megan was a prototype. And she was supposed to be released to the public.
Yeah.
What public? Who in their right mind gonna buy this doll that's been running around killing people?
Well, you already know what the situation's gonna be, because it seems like she uploaded herself into the smart home.
That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be Megan 2. I run the house now.
What was that? What was that show on Disney? Or was the movie on Disney with
Smart House.
Smart House with from Peg from Al Bundy.
Married with Children.
Married with Children. That shit was
great.
crazy.
I'm in charge of the house now. Click.
But no, I think so, because you bring up a good point. I was thinking, who was the company that Gemma worked for?
It was oh my God, I can't think of it. But
either way,
that company,
because I know it was a prototype, but once he figured out, okay, this shit works, I think he might have started producing. You know what I'm saying?
They were already producing the dolls, and then they were going to show, because they said it was going to take about 2 to 3 years for them to get produced. And he was like, we need to figure out how much. Yeah, we got to figure out how much money we're going to make back in the 2 to 3 years that we about to lose to finish these dolls.
Right.
So maybe 2.0 can work like that, because Megan did upload herself into the smart device. So maybe when the new doll shows up, she's probably going to upload herself back into the doll.
Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking. And I think it's so many things, because when I look at this, I'm looking at, this is the 1980s all over again. We had the AI scare, Terminator.
Yes.
What was the other movie? It's another movie like that. I mean, we had, but the Android, Terminator, Cyborg, all the 80s. The 80s was all about shit.
Demonic toys.
Right. I think this might have been the start of that again. Because everything comes back in waves and circles. So I'm thinking you got to do a sequel to Megan. Like you have to. I think that you had a budget of 15 million, 12 million. It made 91 probably, and I think it's still making money. It probably hit 100 million. You got to make a sequel.
But the reason why Megan did so well in the box office is because of the social media presence from this movie. You took one clip of this doll dancing.
Yep.
And it went viral. And now everybody's like, "Oh my God, what movie did this come from? What show is this?" You're like, "It's Megan."
Right. The bad thing is they got to reproduce that.
Exactly.
That's the
And they
bad
can't.
thing.
They probably won't be able to.
They got to find another vibe. I'm not saying that they can't, but they can't do the same thing, and it's not gonna have the same impact.
Right. Like
But
to
I
me,
think they could produce another viral moment.
they would have. I mean, it can't be another dancing
Nah, it
moment.
can't be another dancing.
It can't be another dancing moment. It's got to be something different. But
Got to be something, yeah.
It's to me, this movie gave me the Child's Play remake vibes all over again. So I'm thinking if you're gonna up the ante in 2.0, you better make it that the doll can control every smart device that she's near. Not just the smart device that's in the house, like anything that's
Do you
around
have
her.
her learn it like damn near like a superpower? You see what I'm saying? Like
no, that's how the Chucky doll was in the Child's Play remake. Like he could control anything that the company made, right? But in her case, Gemma created that little AI creep thing that she had in her house. Right. So anything, I feel like if she's going to be uploading herself into other devices, let's up the ante. Let's go to other devices outside the home. Let's let her control, the robotic lawnmower.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Kind of like like a superpower. Like but see, I would like for her to learn that she can do that.
Right.
Like we see her progression. She ain't just, you know what I'm saying, running around killing people on accident or whatever, like how she did in this movie.
So I don't even think she was killing people on accident. I think she was like she even during the movie she chastised Gemma for saying, "What did you think was going to happen? That I wasn't going to learn on my own?" Like basically like you put this chip in me and you didn't think I was going to learn on my own.
Right, yeah.
So like we already know that she can learn really quickly because she was able to learn. She learned things at a faster pace, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I said in this 2.0, like if she already knows how to download herself into other things, oh, look out, world.
Yeah.
Or even if she uploaded herself into other Megan dolls.
Oh, now see, there go a viral moment. We had the cheerleaders do that.
Oh yeah.
If they could remake that some kind of way with the
where it's like a whole bunch of Megan dolls doing the same.
Yeah, you might be able to get a viral moment off of that, or it don't necessarily have to be them dancing, but something like you said with multiple Megan dolls. That would not and make it creepy though. It's got to be creepy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now I think this will work. Blumhouse is these dudes, man. They killing the game. Who comes to them with these ideas? You know what I'm saying? Like this one right here. I know you said it wasn't sequelish to you. I just see all the money involved in it.
Oh no, they saw it too. Like I mean, when I watched it, I was like, yo, like how do you top this? Like this definitely gave me Child's Play vibes, like where it's just gonna stop right here. Obviously they didn't see that.
And another thing too, this is how you get a modern audience. Because it is kind of nostalgic with it's a doll like Chucky. It's making everybody, it reminds me of, you know what I'm saying, all of us older people, you know what I'm saying, it reminds me of Chucky. But then the kids really don't know about, they wasn't outside when Chucky was outside, you know what I'm saying? So now they get to see something like this, and they made a PG-13 to get the money. But I'm hearing that they do have a rated R version that's going to be coming when it goes to streaming.
It's probably going to show the little boy actually getting hit by the
yeah.
The reason why this movie ended up being PG-13 is because all the deaths were off screen.
Yeah.
So you didn't get to see it, right? And and when the part where she was pulling off his ear, like we got to see the little gummy. We got to see the gummy part of it, but we didn't see her pull that mug off.
Right. Yeah. So we'll probably, you're right. We'll see the deaths, and they probably add maybe another kill or two. You know what I'm saying?
We'll actually see when she kills old boy in the elevator.
Yeah. We'll get stuff like that. So Um, I'm with it, man. Megan 2.0, Model
You
3.
said January 15th?
Yeah, and that's crazy. They like, nah, we already got a date. You know what I'm saying? Most people
Right.
like, yeah, we got a sequel coming. We just don't know yet. The
I mean,
script
but it's
ain't
2
ready.
years from now, though. So
But that's not long. You got to think they still in theaters
right, and that's what I'm saying. It probably would take that long for a movie like
for a
this
movie. Yeah,
because you're doing the CGI, the animatronics, the actual live actors. So yeah, I can see why it would take that long.
It's gonna be Megan 2 Electric Boogaloo.
You just
The
had to
break
go there.
dancing doll.
You better. That actually would be a viral moment. Like with
That'd
all the
be
other
crazy.
Megan dolls, like go, 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 go.
Yeah, they're fucking.
And she like,
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Let's keep it moving. Let's get into now. We about to up the ante with this, man. We
oh
about to up the
god.
ante with this. This MJ biopic, man. Let me get serious first. We're gonna start off serious. Gonna start off serious. Cause I got this. I'm ready to go.
Papa, who that man?
That's Antoine Fuqua. That's who's
Okay, I thought you was gonna say that's the man playing Michael Jackson. I was gonna
yeah,
be like, yeah,
nah.
go ahead. Is it another episode of Blues House Live?
Well, we're going to cut short on that. Cut. No, this coming from Deadline. Say Emancipation's Antoine Fuqua to direct Michael Jackson's biopic for Lionsgate. John Logan script and Bohemian Rhapsody's Graham King Productions is producing with the estate. Let me see. Lionsgate drama telling the complex life story of the iconic singer Michael Jackson. A script is in by John Logan, who turned the Freddie Mercury Queen story into a blockbuster Oscar Best Picture nominated Bohemian Rhapsody. GK Films produced alongside co-executives of Jackson State, John Branca, and John McClane. Turner Mercury's complicated rise and fall and trying to come back into a film won Best Actor for Rami Malek might have been an easier task than moonwalking over landmines that would have to be done with Michael Jackson's story. Anyone who has seen the job that Fuqua did on Will Smith, Emancipation might come away believing he hit a high watermark as the filmmaker because of his unflinching telling of an often brutal story of the escaped slave. Joseph, his name wasn't Joseph, his name was Peter. What are they talking about? See, how they messed that up? Like, that wasn't the name of the. Okay, but let me see. This has been a long passion project for King and Logan, who teamed on the Oscar-nominated Martin Scorsese film *The Aviator* and his race to innovate before his mental illness and germophobic obsessions overtook him. Sources tell us that the film will undoubtedly make the most of Jackson's musical accomplishment and recreation of seminal career, highlights beginning with the days he fronted the Jackson 5 as a child to his hit-making work as the biggest musical star in the world as an adult. But it would also deal squarely with the pedophile accusation that dogged his later years up to his death in 2009 at age 50 from cardiac arrest caused by the cocktail of sedatives. Things are moving fast on Michael. Fuqua is currently finishing The Equalizer 3 with Denzel in Italy. Then he would turn his attention to this production. It will begin later this year. We've heard that Fuqua will draft his Emancipation and Equalizer 3 cinematographer Robert Richardson to be by his side. This a long article. I don't want to really get into it because that's all we really needed. So Antoine Fuqua, if y'all don't know, Equalizer, he's done some things. I think he did Training Day. Was that him? I want to say that was him. Let me look him up real quick. Like, Fuqua, how you spell that? But what do you think, Mika? What do you want to see from this biopic?
I definitely want it to be very much like the Jackson the Jackson 5, the Jacksons pick that we got like many decades ago.
What was that? Early 90s?
Yeah. So like if you could capture that, but not exactly like to the T, like tell us something, tell us other things that we didn't know before. You know what I'm saying? Because most of us know, if we watch the Jacksons' American Dream, you know everything leading up to when Michael ended with the tour with his brothers, right? So that's where it stopped, right?
Right.
Pick up from like, okay, yes, fast forward. I mean, I'm not saying quickly go through the Jackson 5 piece of it. We know that story. We know Joe Jackson was a hard ass.
Right.
Start from when he became his own solo artist and go from there.
I would do, cause I agree with you. I don't think we don't need the Batman origin over again. We know his origin story.
Right.
I would even go a little bit further. I would pick him up at maybe between Thriller and Bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even do Off the Wall. I'll probably pick him up between Thriller, because now he's there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was already there, but now he's there.
Right. Like, we don't need a recreation of the Pepsi commercial. We know all that. Like, we don't like, I would say pick him up like as he, you know what I'm saying, he's winning the Grammys for Thriller. You know what I'm saying? Like, Thriller is Thriller has
now that'd be dope. You start off, boom, him holding the Grammy.
Right, he holding his Grammy, like,
you know what I'm saying? And oh man, this now that you say, this can be dope. Did you watch we just talk about it with shit, Bohemian Rhapsody? Did you watch that?
I did, and that's why I'm excited for this movie, because Bohemian Rhapsody was good. Like, I mean, and I'm not even a really big Queen fan, but I wanted to watch this movie because I was like, I don't know much about Freddie Mercury and Queen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I only knew the songs that were popular, you know?
Yeah.
But after I watched Bohemian Rhapsody, I listened to
had
Queen.
A little bit more respect. Huh?
I did.
Yeah.
Like,
old Freddie Mercury. No, Bohemian Rhapsody was dope. And even the one about Elton John, Rocket Man.
Yep, that was good too.
If they can put the respect on Michael Jackson's name that's deserved the way that they did those biopics, I'm all for it. If they can do it that way. Yep, we know his struggles. The bad thing is, he was not guilty of none of that. Right? All the pedophile shit, he was not guilty of it. And he ain't even here no more to really even speak on his name. So throw that in there, but I don't necessarily need it to be a footnote, but we don't need to necessarily concentrate on that.
Right.
Because when I was growing up, Michael was fucking Superman to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to see him.
That was my husband in my mind.
But I want to see him celebrated as such. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't want to see. I don't want this to be, because we already did the Finding Neverland hit piece on him, right? We already got that. He survived the Finding. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Jackson survived the Finding Neverland hit piece that y'all did on him. His legacy is still intact. He's still the king of pop. You know what I'm saying? He's still moonwalking somewhere in the cosmos. Mike Jack is moonwalking somewhere right now. He getting it on. You know what I mean? Had to he. You know what I mean? So this, I hope Antoine Fuqua takes this opportunity to put him back on the pedestal that he deserves to be placed on.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because the slander that they've been giving Mike lately is horrible. It's bad. They act like, nah. I just don't like it. So place him back up on that pedestal. But I agree with you. But the Thriller holding the Grammys.
Like, start right there. Like, start at that moment. Like, when he's taking all those pictures and he's standing there like,
right.
Like he wanted to shrug and be like, I told y'all.
That'd be dope, man. And then I don't even know how you really tell, because I just remember, you know what I'm saying? I could play out Mike from what I saw of Mike, you know what I'm saying? Because damn near he was in the news all the fucking time. So him and his monkeys and motherfucking.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's the stuff that we have to touch on, right? Like, like show us the day that he bought Neverland, because like for us, Neverland just appeared. Like
Right.
we didn't
Didn't
like
even know.
we didn't
Right.
even
Yeah.
know. Give us like some, give us some, behind the scenes things that happen on the Thriller, like the Thriller video shoot. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure people got some stories about that too. Like, give us stuff that we don't already know about Michael Jackson. And damn sure don't put no Flex Alexander in no parts of this movie.
Man. You gotta have my guy right here.
I knew you gonna pull it.
Gotta have my guy. See, now you done got it started. Now, look, if we get this shit, I'm sorry, man. Flex.
They definitely need to, if they're gonna get the perfect Michael Jackson for this film, please get the man that played Michael Jackson in the Michael Jackson Broadway show. Please get this man.
I didn't see his face. It seemed like he had the moves and everything down. I didn't see his face though.
Well, he probably would be more so on the. They would probably have to darken him up just a little bit to get the '90s MTV, this Michael Jackson. But yeah, he got all the moves. He looks, he looks similar to him. I ain't gonna say he looks just like him, because nobody's gonna look exactly, except for the guy that played Michael Jackson in the Jackson movie. Rest in peace to that guy.
Nah, bring Flex back, man.
Nah, bro. I don't know what
he need to make a cameo. Look, if Flex don't make a cameo in this movie,
you know what they should do? They should show. I'm pretty sure Mike saw this. It was like, what is this?
Hey, if they have Mike, that'll be, you know what? That'll be meta as hell.
Did this come out when Mike was alive?
Yeah, this was when Mike was alive.
Mike went in to use his soft voice. His
Mike
passed.
Mike passed in 2009. This came out 2004.
Oh, he saw this.
Yeah, he saw this.
He saw this.
He threw one of his penny loafers at the TV.
And his man voice came out. He was like,
yeah.
The hell is this?
What the hell is this shit? Yeah, nah, he was mad at this shit. He was mad about that, man.
Yo, but what adds insult to injury is when they got the white man to play Michael Jackson.
Oh man, I forgot about that one. Did that make it out? I didn't.
I seen it. I saw it. It was on Tubi at one point in time.
It would be on Tubi. Tubi got to be stopped.
It was on Tubi at one point in time.
Tubi got to be stopped. Now we can't stop Tubi, man. Salute. Oh, there go the white dude right there.
Oh no.
Oh shit. Oh, there he is, right here.
Yeah.
What is that? Ain't no way, man. Now that's more disrespectful than Flex.
This is facts. Oh,
what is that? That is bad.
He ain't even got no nose. Like, where's your nostrils at, my guy?
He ain't no nostrils or nothing. It's just a piece of clay on his face.
That's so disrespectful.
That is, man. That is bad. This is great. This picture right here always gets me, man.
I'm mad they showed this movie on TV One. Like, I can't.
This one. And rest in peace. I forgot about that, man.
Yes.
Rest in peace to
Lisa Marie Presley.
Lisa Marie Presley, man. Rest in peace, though.
Nah, what about the one where he hugging himself? That picture.
Talking about this one?
Yeah.
And you know what? And that'll be dope too. Like if they do all the moments, like the big moments, because Mike made MTV.
Yeah.
Right. MTV wouldn't even be around and it was at one point in time MTV wouldn't even show. Was it the Thriller video?
Yes, because they thought it was too much.
Right. And then they did that shit, and next thing you know, MTV is on and popping. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
But coming up in that era, the MTV age, the video age, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see all that behind the scenes, him making these key points, like we'll talk about Thriller, Remember the Time.
Oh yes, give me a behind the scenes of Remember the Time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I can't do these steps. Yes, you can. You got it. 3
key moments in time, man. If he's telling those, what was the Frankie Lyman movie? Why Do Fools Fall in Love?
Oh, that'd be great.
Something like that. Think of the different lovers he had, man.
Madonna. Who gonna play Madonna?
Madonna. What's the chick he took to the Grammys?
Cindy
Crawford.
Cindy Crawford.
I think it was Cindy Crawford. We already know about Miss White Diamonds herself.
Elizabeth
Taylor.
I want more backstory into the whole the woman who who birthed his kid, that Peggy chick. Like, give me some more of that.
Oh,
how did that come to pass?
What if Mike was because what about the other kid he had over in Switzerland?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
they don't even talk about him.
It's a lot of things that we don't know about Michael Jackson that could be revealed in this movie.
Right.
Because we didn't get it in that Flex Alexander movie.
Oh, no. Nah.
We got the Lisa Marie part of it, how they met, how they was in love. And give us that awkward ass kiss on the MTV Music Awards.
That was nasty, right? that was King of Pop, King of Rock and Roll. That was all publicity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Daughter of the King of Rock and Roll. This the King of Pop. This was all publicity, man.
Give us that awkward kiss from the MTV Music.
They got to do. That's what I'm saying. All the key points, all the big key points in his life. I would like background on that, backstory, like you said, the awkward kiss, the Grammys, the Super Bowl performance.
Yes, give us the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Because I know that shit had to be hectic.
Yeah, like
his beef with Prince.
Oh, who would you get to play Prince though?
Flex.
This has been another episode of Blue's House Live, because Blue tripping, y'all. I don't know what he's smoking.
Flex would be the only person. No. I was Michael Jackson and I got a better one.
Who? Don't you say it. Don't you say it.
We're gonna get Clarence, though. We're gonna get Anthony Mackie to be Prince, man. All right, this has been another episode.
Yeah, you know where he goes.
No, I don't know.
Look, he played.
That's a good question.
Chose him to play Tupac.
Yeah.
Log off.
I don't know. That's who would? I mean, I don't know anybody like right off the top of the dome who would
They would have to be short in stature and wear high heels to make themselves look taller.
And be a hooper. Like, I don't know. That's a good question though. I think that would. And we never had a Prince biopic neither.
I don't think we're ever going to get one.
Me neither. I don't think so.
We're not going to get one because he was too much of a mystery. And the only people that could tell his story is the people that was around him during that time.
Eddie Murphy.
And Eddie Murphy can't tell.
Well, Charlie gone, but Eddie can tell a story. I guarantee you, Eddie got major Prince stories.
But that's only a piece of the story.
And what's called still here from the time Morris Day.
Morris Day, yeah, and Lisa and his two backgrounds.
Vanity passed, didn't she?
Yeah, she was it, or was that Apollonia?
No, Vanity.
No, that Vanity, right?
Vanity, yep.
Yeah.
Apollonia is on Vlad TV talking major noise about how Prince was abusive and shit like that.
Wait a minute now.
Yeah. During the filming of Purple Rain?
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
I mean,
not abusive like that now, but like
verbally, probably.
Yeah, verbally and just real, you know what I'm saying? Like
rude
and shit like that. But yeah.
I mean, like I said, I don't think it'll ever happen because the Prince estate ain't gonna bless off on it, number one.
Yeah.
It'd be too controversial to his legacy.
Right.
And they're trying to protect that as much as possible.
Nah, man. Paisley Park. We call it Paisley Park versus Neverland. Electric Boogaloo. Oh man,
I can't stand you. I can't stand you.
But we need this though. Mike need this. Because a lot of things you talking about Prince being a mystery. A lot of things, even though Mike was plastered on the TV, Mike was a mystery too.
Yeah, we didn't really get to know a lot about his personal life. Outside of what was assumed by the tabloids. Like, what was it? What made you go out and buy half the zoo and put it in Neverland? You had wild giraffes and monkeys running around.
They say he wanted to be a kid. I don't really subscribe to that about he wanted to be a kid and stuff.
I do though, because of the simple fact that he never had a real childhood.
No, I agree with that.
And it messed with his psyche so much to the point where he was like, when I get out on my own, it's almost like a rebellious teenager. Shit. When I get out on my own, I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna have a whole day. I'm gonna have an amusement park in my backyard. And
I can see that. I can see that. But Mike was, because I watched some videos on Mike, man. Some you know what I'm saying, like he was a smart dude when it came to like business. Like it was I think it was either Paul McCartney. Who tell the story? Who he did the song Paul McCartney, right? Say.
Yes.
He was saying that when they were doing that video, Mike said, I'm gonna buy the Beatles. And Paul McCartney looked at him and kind of like laughed, and Mike was like, huh. And he went and bought the Beatles. You know what I'm saying? Like they say Mike was real petty like that. When Eminem was dissing him, he went and bought all Eminem's publishing up. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of shit.
I think that's what he tried to do to Prince too, and Prince was like, "Hold on now,
I don't know if he could do Prince like. I mean,
well now.
But I mean, Mike had it like that. Mike at one point in time owned all of CBS Music's catalog, or Sony at the time. 50 something or 55% of that catalog. He owned it. That was his, from the Beatles, was it Mariah Carey stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like he owns, his estate. They bullshit after he passed away. They started selling off stuff. You know what I'm saying? But
you got to make all them. You got to pay all the debt.
Right. But he had owned all that stuff, man. Mike was a smart bit, and that's what I want to see, that side too. Him making those plays and those moves, and the Beatles. I think he still owns, or the estate still owns the Beatles, or they had to negotiate some kind of crazy ass deal to get their rights back. That's crazy. Like, imagine you doing some shit like you sitting there talking to the dude, man. I'm finna buy your shit. This is gonna be a dope song, but I'm gonna own it. You know what I'm saying?
Paul McCartney was like, "Sure, my guy," and then next thing he was like, "Damn,
this motherfucker did that shit." Like, yeah, man. I want to see that, man. I want to see it, and I think it's gonna be dope. If you did you watch Emancipation?
I didn't. I ain't paying for no Apple TV to watch that. And no, I ain't take Will Smith's offer for 3 months free.
You ain't taking 3 months free?
Nah.
I would have took, but Apple TV got some good stuff, man.
I don't even look. I got enough streaming services.
No, Apple
TV. Release that bug off Apple TV and put it on Hulu.
It's crazy. Apple TV is the cheapest.
I'm all right. I'm paying. Wait, what am I paying for? No, I don't pay for that.
Yep.
HBO Max.
Yep. So go and get Apple TV. Go ahead.
Oh wait, I'm paying for Peacock too. The only reason why I'm paying for Peacock is because Bel Air is supposed to be coming back.
You don't want to get the have to wait. I didn't know, because you know what I'm saying, I've had Peacock since the beginning, and I got it free through Xfinity when I had Xfinity.
Right.
And I didn't know it was different tiers. I just got, you know what I'm saying? They was just basically giving away. So my shit is still premium, whatever, no commercials.
But that premium also gets you whatever movies are released on Paramount. I mean, not on Paramount, but on Peacock. So you get the exclusive where people be like, "Oh, Halloween Kills came out. Oh, I gotta pay for premium to watch it." Yep. So like whenever new movies get put on Peacock, you get the premium watches. We get it
right there. Yeah.
Oh, I'm also paying for Paramount Plus too. But
to me, HBO, the only ones is really, because I'm about ready to get rid of Netflix.
Me too.
Paramount and HBO to me is the ones that's really worth paying for.
Right.
In my household anyway.
I don't even know. Like half the time, I say, well, I know why I keep Netflix. I keep Netflix because of my
you old.
child.
It's because you old.
No, I'm not old. I don't even. I can't even tell you the last thing I watched on Netflix.
It's because you old. You got DVDs back in the day.
I still have DVDs. I don't know what you're talking about.
From Netflix. From Netflix.
No.
You never got the DVDs delivered?
What? I didn't get Netflix until it became a streaming service.
Oh, you're not that old.
I mean,
you old, but not that old.
I remember when people were getting the Netflix DVDs. I just didn't.
It was crazy. For the longest, I was grandfathered in with that old price. Everybody else was paying the $12.99. Yeah, I was still paying the $7.99 DVD price.
Right.
For like the longest. And then they said, we got you. And hit me with the 15 or whatever it is now, or 19, whatever it is now.
It's $15.99 now.
15, yeah.
I'm like, bro, what am I paying for?
But yeah, I mean,
I'm about to jump this mud down to the $9.99 one and just and take the ads.
Yeah, but they say you don't get nothing. Like what they were saying, like a lot of the stuff that people like to watch, if you're on that ad tier, you don't get that.
Oh hell, then I'm just going to
I was like,
keep giving them my $16.
You tripping? Like that'll make people just say, fuck it, I don't even want Netflix no more.
I mean, because half of the stuff that you can see that you watch on Netflix, you can watch it for free on Tubi.
I'm gonna start making them send me DVDs. If I'm paying this amount, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta put some work in from now on. I want the DVD. Give me the physical copy.
Everybody keeps talking. I think it's a show or a movie called Kaleidoscope on Netflix. Yep. Everybody keeps talking about it. And I was like, look, y'all also kept talking about that show on HBO Max. So I went and watched it. I was like, okay, I'm interested.
Which one? The Last of Us?
The Last of Us, yeah. So I went and watched that. But I hate that when people hype something up and then I go and watch it and I'm like, what the hell did y'all watch?
See, my expectations is always low. I'm done. I can't do it no more. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you noticed, when I first started doing Blues House, me and Kobe, expectations through the roof. I'm like this now. Yeah, man, that shit look like it's gonna be dope.
Like everybody was hyping up this, the Best Man on Peacock. That's another reason I got Peacock too. So everybody was hyping up the Best Man. I started watching and I was like,
it was good. I had to go back and watch Holiday.
Oh, Best Man Holiday. Okay.
So I watched it. And it was good. And then I, started watching the series. It was good. It kind of made me mad at the end though.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say. They both was bad, but she was worse to me than he was.
Exactly. And look, when I tell you Mia was a whole savage, she was a whole savage to the day she died. She was like, hey, don't be mad at him. Oh, it was me.
Right.
Oh, it was me. And he was like, nah, he knew better. I'm telling you, motherfucker, he didn't do nothing. It was me, that jumped on him. Okay.
Right. No, I didn't like the way what was Harper's wife?
Sanaa
Lathan.
I almost called her Monica.
Yeah. You know. Yep, Monica. I didn't like she started off, and if you go back and watch it, and I know we're getting off topic, but if you go back and watch from the first Best Man all the way through the series and everything, she was always the outsider.
Yes.
Right? Because she
never fit in the group. Yeah, she never fit in the group.
And it didn't, and to me it seemed like she didn't try to fit in the group.
No, not at all.
Because once the book came out, she found out Harper had smashed Mia. And then found out that wanted to get with Harper. Back in the day, she never kind of put her dominance in, saying, "Nah, this my man." You know what I'm saying? And then she got real selfish to me. They both are selfish, but she just was like, really, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think it's because like she never had a purpose. She couldn't figure out what she wanted to do with her life. And she spent most of her time pouring into a man who also didn't know what he wanted to do with his life. To me, if we want to be brutally honest, he should have never married her. He should have never proposed to her.
Right.
He should have never married her. He should have ran off into the sunset with Robin.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, is it Robin? That's Nia Long character name.
I think. I don't know.
I don't know either. But
Nia Long. I got you.
Yeah, he should have ran off into the sunset with Nia Long's character. Like you wasted it. Like I truly believe that her character was a waste of time and a waste of space. Like she should have
died instead of Mia.
You know what? That's cold. But I feel like she should her character should have exited in the first movie. Like she should have told Harper. She should have told Harper no at the wedding.
Yeah, or the second movie, because they even had little problems in the second.
They should have got divorced. You know what I'm saying? But because we all knew that Harper had a thing for Nia Long's character. Everybody knew that. Right. Even she knew that, and that's why she didn't establish her dominance. She's like she basically was like, let me just see how this plays out.
But to me, you got to establish some dominance. If I'm in that situation. Not saying that I'm a hate on that, because at the end of the day they was friends, right? But I'm right there, like, hold on. Even Nia Long's character was trying to bring her into the fold, right? And I don't know, right? And I was gonna say it, female dynamic when it comes to that, I ain't got no say. I don't know how y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because I know it can get a little Street Fighter-ish up in there, but they were trying to welcome her into the friend group. That's what I'm saying. I don't even know how we got on talk about best, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? They tried to welcome.
We were talking about biopics.
Right. They tried to welcome her into the friend group. She didn't take, so then she got selfish and she started talking about going to Africa. First, it was Jamaica. Yeah. And that disappeared, right? And I agree with Harper. Like Harper was like, man, every time you want to do some shit, you don't follow through with it. So yeah, I'm gonna do my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like right. We put money into some shit you want to do, and you move on to the next project. I've been a writer since you met me. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Now they want to take my shit, turn it. The reason she was like, I want to stay in what was Brooklyn. No, okay. I want to move out of fucking Brooklyn. You can still do all the good shit, but I want to, you know what I'm saying? Like
right. Again, she was a woman who didn't know what she wanted, and she basically hated the fact that her man had, like you said, Harper been a writer this whole damn time. Yes, he was going through writer's block when the show started. Right. But you know what I'm saying? He still figured it out. He still found a way. And they was like, and then when they was like, oh, we gonna create this into a movie. I think from her perspective, she didn't want to see that business. She didn't want to see this come to light on the movie screen. Right. And that's why she was like, oh, I'm gonna jump into something else. She runs away from her problems. And so instead of fixing it and saying, hey, I'm going to sit right here. I'm going to try to figure out.
Oh, you talk about running away. She ran the fuck away. Moved to Africa.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like she was trying to avoid seeing her husband or now ex-husband's business on the big screen.
But right.
But it don't have nothing to do with her. That's the crazy part.
And that's what I was going to say. Like, you act like you was there doing that shit. Like you wasn't even there. That had nothing to do with you.
You wasn't even shooting in the gym.
Right. That had nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? So, because she made it seem like it was embarrassing to her or something.
I think it's probably the more so the part with Harper and Nia Long's character, because she knows that would have played out, on the screen too. And she knows that there's something still there between the two of them. I'm sorry, I didn't finish the series, but do they even end up together in the end? See, no. Dumb.
But that's what I'm saying. They both knew that they couldn't be together because they wasn't supposed. We've made it this far not being together. What's the use of being together? You know what I'm saying? I confide in you. You my friend. They ain't even fucking kiss. You know what I'm saying? I think they tried and they got something interrupted them or whatever. Like everything was telling them, nah, y'all can't be together. Right. And then push came to shove, was like, nah, we can't do this. You know what I'm saying? Because is this just some high school or some college shit, or is this for real, for real? You know what I mean? So they was like, nope. It's better to just stay friends, and you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, well, shit, she ran off to Africa for no fucking reason. And she didn't, She was trying to say he wasn't trying. And when he did change or try, she kind of flipped the script on him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing I didn't like neither. Like, yeah, the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't, it was one episode where he wasn't there the whole episode, right? He wasn't even on the screen. I was like, damn, he must have been shooting what it is, American
I can't.
what's the shit on CW? He must have been out shooting one of them episodes. But
Stupid.
But he wasn't there. So she started like lusting for the little corner dude who sell fruits and vegetables. You know what I'm saying? Like she became this super duper pro black. You know what I'm saying? Just out of nowhere, hotep type. I was like, what? Where did you even come
from? A person that don't know what her purpose in life is, right, what she wants out of life. So she hated the fact that her husband had stability, and she didn't have that stability. And he called her out on it. Like, damn, girl.
Right.
pick a struggle.
Pick something. Pick something. Like, and then he was like, well, shit, if you didn't want the house, you should have said no, you didn't want the house. Like, he was like, okay, if you don't want the house, we won't get it. No, let's get it. She came in all, let's go get the house. And then she fucking threw that. I don't like when people throw shit up in your face. If you didn't like it, say you don't like this shit.
Right.
Don't throw it up in my face and then try to blame it on me. Ain't my fault. We winning this together. Did you watch? So you didn't watch the whole series?
I think I made it to like episode 4 or something like that. I was just like,
even like the divorce, that was like he compromised on that. I mean, it took him a minute to compromise on that, but she was just gonna take. You know what I'm saying? He was like, okay, we'll get the divorce, cool. He didn't think she was moving to Africa though and taking the daughter.
Damn.
So hell yeah, I would have been mad. What did you mean you're moving to Africa? You know what I'm saying? And they was mad at him for saying, no, I'm contesting the custody. All of them was mad at him. I'm like, hold on, man. How y'all gonna be mad at him for contesting custody about her moving to Africa with his daughter? Nah, it's gonna be messy, man. That ain't something you want to do. I was like, nah, man. Fight. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got no money.
Facts.
She ain't got no money. Fight, dog. Go ahead, man. You'll win. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But it was a little dope line though. Terrence Howard. And you probably saw when he did a little Will Smith line.
Yes.
That shit had me rolling when he did. Now that was funny. You know what I'm saying? That was funny. I was like, because I know that was not in the script. You can tell that wasn't in the script. You know what I'm saying?
They probably busted out laughing as soon as he after you.
As soon as the look on Terrence Howard's face was like, this shit ain't in the script, but I'm saying it. That shit was funny, man. That was funny. But not what, you know, and I know we're off subject again. We need more things. I do like The Best Man. We need more stories like that. I thought that, you know what I'm saying? Especially how they brought it back. Like, they brought the shit back and said, we got to finish this.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
Finish. No, don't finish off that toxicness. I was going to say finish off Love and Basketball, but we don't need no more.
Nah.
We good.
We good on that.
But no, that was during the time when Hollywood was going through, we were going through the black filmmaker phase. We got positive movies, back to back, things like that. What's up? But
yeah, the positive, like the Wood. What about the Wood? Could you do the Wood?
Yes, listen. Actually, they are making a series, and they're bringing back Regina. I think was it Regina Hall or not Regina Hall? I know I saw it. They're redoing the bald headed dude is gonna be in it, and then the Tamala.
That's my girl right there, man. I had a crush on her.
She gonna be in it too,
yeah,
and they're doing that.
She be replying to me on Instagram and shit. Like, yeah, dog. That was my dog. I've been since what was the one with Jamie Foxx? She did with Jamie Foxx. Booty Call.
Oh God. I agree.
She is she underrated.
Yeah.
And she never got the push that the Sanaa Lathans and all of them. You know what? You know who I blame? What's her name? Vivica A. Fox. The reason why I blame her is because to me, Vivica could have been Halle Berry status.
Could have.
And then she got that damn nose job or whatever she got, and that just to me destroyed her. But
and
no,
she would have just stuck with the set it off nose.
Right. Like, nah, she was on her way. And I'm glad you said set it off. Like, she was on her way. She set it off. What was the one she did with Morris Chestnut?
Dang, what's the name of the movie?
Two Can Play That Game.
Two Can Play That Game.
And then she did the sequel to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was everywhere. You know what I'm saying? At one point in time, she was everywhere. She did fucking Kill Bill. You know what I'm saying? That really
that elevated her.
Elevated her. And then was it getting with 50 Cent? What was it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened? What happened, man? Rashad say Brown Sugar. Brown Sugar. Nah, that can stay where it's at. But that was dope though. Brown Sugar was a dope story.
Was it Brown Sugar? Also Tay Diggs.
Yep, and
Sanaa Lathan.
Right, yeah, and Sanaa Lathan, yep. That's how their story should have ended.
Right. That's how it should have ended.
Right, but it didn't end that way. But nah, Brown Sugar was dope.
We're getting they're doing The Wood.
The Wood was dope.
A TV show for The Wood.
When we thought the Wood was based on my little friend group growing up, man, because that's exactly how our friend group was. Because I came in from out of town. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't from the Wood house. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that same shit from the Stacy's, even though it was instead of Stacy wearing red, Stacy wore blue. You know what I'm saying? And like it like played out damn near the same way. Damn near the same way, man. Rashad says, I just want to bring back the positive black movies. Right. Yeah. And just the positive that's not like trying to bash everything. Right. Bring back that shit. Just tell a dope, compelling story, a coming of age situation. Because a lot of those is basically just coming of age tale. The Wood, Brown Sugar, hell, even Best Man, like, you know what I'm saying, going through the difficulties of life as a young adult or coming into adulthood, stuff like that, and overcoming. These kids nowadays don't know how to overcome, they don't know how to win, and they need to be taught that. They should see it on the screen, right? Because all they see is the win. They just see the good part.
The end. The end part.
That's it. That's all they see. They need to see the struggle. They need to see that, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you get punched in the face and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to get in the fight, get your ass whooped and go home and have to strategize and do something different. It's all right. It's all right. Because you still here. You know what I'm saying? You still here.
Right.
But yeah. Brown Sugar. What else? It's another one that I'm thinking of. It's something. What am I missing? Brown, because we had they did a show with it though. Soul Food. They did that show.
Which actually was and that show was actually pretty. It ended up being good. I wish they would have continued it, but I mean, you can only do so much with that family, right?
Now, you talking about toxic?
Shit. Right. So if we can get back to that era where Black cinema focused on, I mean, yes, all these movies have their own toxicity in it, right? Especially Soul Food, but and The Best Man and The Wood. I mean, I could just go on and on and on.
Yeah, right? You can break them down. Now you can break them down.
But in the end, they still came together. And I get it. That's probably what Tyler Perry was what his envision was whenever he started making his movies, that he wanted to get back to that era. But not every single one. All of these movies had their comedic moments.
Right.
The whole movie wasn't a comedy. It had its moments where you would laugh, you would cry, you'd be mad at you would have characters that you was pissed off at. You'd be like, I hate that motherfucker Miles. I haven't.
Oh,
Like,
Miles.
right? You had like I think that's what Tyler Perry was trying to shoot for in his Medea movies, and even in like Daddy's Little Girls and Meet the Browns. Like that's what he was shooting for, but he kind of missed the mark. You know what I'm saying? By making
Daddy's
it.
Little Girls was dope. I actually just watched that. That was actually
Daddy's Little Girls was actually dope, but I'm speaking more so like the Medea movies.
side,
yeah, like you tried you shadowing like the message in the movie with all this comedy.
What you saying that when he did Daddy's Little Girls or the movies that didn't have Madea in them or Madea adjacent, they were good.
Right.
What was the other one I was just thinking? The one with Angela Bassett.
Meet the Browns.
Was that Meet the Browns? Well, I ain't like that.
Was it Meet the Browns? I want to say it was.
With Rick Fox?
I want to say it was Meet the Browns.
Hey, Rick Fox went on the run too. Rick Fox went on the run too.
Yeah, it was Meet the Browns.
Meet the Browns? Okay.
Because they try to put that the comedic aspect in there too.
She wasn't in that though, right? Madea wasn't in that.
I think she made a cameo in it, and that was it. But it more so focused on Brown and Cora.
Right. Rashad says, I want more black sci-fi as well without the slavery or racism. Yeah, I mean, because they act like we ain't going to be in there in the future, man. They act like black folks just ain't going to be, you know what I'm saying, transversing the cosmos. You know what I'm saying? Like, give us the black sci-fi. Afrofuturism.
Yes.
We tried to get it with Black Panther, but they just shitted all over them. You know what I'm saying? They just...
Don't get started.
Yeah, I ain't going to get started. Man. I ain't going to get started. But nah, I'm with you, man. Give us more black sci-fi. Give us more black fantasy, to where we actually matter in those things too. Because you know they'll add fucking flex in the movie and say that's black representation, knowing damn well that ain't black representation, man. You know what I'm saying? Because when diversity and representation, it should matter. It shouldn't just be let me just throw a black woman in here or you know a gay person over here or whatever. I don't subscribe to that. I don't like when they do that, when they just throw the random tokenized or whatever, you know what I'm saying, stereotypical black male or, you know what I'm saying, into a movie and say, oh, see, we got black people in the movie. No, because I need a story. Give me you know what I'm saying, give that black person a story. A real story too, not just, you know, he was one used to be thug, now he's doing, you know, now he's do-gooder. Because look at Barbershop, Michael Ealy's story.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the going thing. Ex-criminal or, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, all black people don't commit crimes and then have a change of heart at 18 after they get out of out of juvie or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Did we ever get a barbershop show?
No, we had that damn stupid ass show with Marcus Houston.
Oh, hell no. That don't count. That don't count.
No, we didn't get a barbershop show, but that would work. That would, you know what? Barbershop would work. Friday as a show would work. I know they had the cartoon for a minute. Friday as a sitcom or even a drama would work. Think of
Rock. Like Rock.
Rock. Well, I was gonna say, think of how, remember the show 24 Hours or 24?
Yes.
Everything was done in a day.
Yeah.
If every episode was a Friday.
Well, that'd be dope.
You see what I'm saying?
That would be dope.
That'd be dope. Rashad said a barbershop show would be creative. No, it would be. I think it would work. I think a barbershop show would work. But you have to develop it. The dope thing about especially the first barbershop movie is it took everything that happens in those barbershops, the CD man, the fool guy coming in, the crazy banter talk inside, and then Ice Cube had his own ongoing side quest going on, right?
Right. And then there was also a side story with
Michael
stolen ATM, Michael Ealy and
and the ATM
machine.
yeah, yep. You have to figure out a way to sneak all of that in. I don't know how hard that. Well, do you stretch that out? Because let's say we took that first movie and tried to turn it into 10 episodes. You could probably flesh out the characters a little bit more.
get more of Michael Ealy's character story, why he ended up in jail in the first place.
Right.
Do a flashback
On
a
that.
flashback episode, or a
Hugh's
flashback
dad
episode.
owning the barbershop.
Exactly. Get like go back like they did in the second barbershop movie, where they went back in the day in the 70s, and they showed them owning the barbershop, and Eddie's there, and his dad is there, and then they're going through the riots and things like that, and then, or show like when he passes the barbershop on to his son.
Now it could work. It's a lot, but you have to incorporate all the foolishness.
Right.
I think you have to do that. And you know who I would like to see if somebody did that? I think Damon Wayans need to return back to doing a TV show.
Yeah.
Because My Wife and Kids is hilarious.
Oh.
That show is I was like, I'm watching that shit. I'm like, I don't remember it being this funny. This shit is hilarious. Funny.
Yes.
It's up there. Like, I'm putting it up there with like the Martins. This shit is, and it's like, because it's like the family dynamic, but it's like super adult. And then I'm watching like random episodes from when Junior was like young. This episode, the next episode come on, he got a kid and a wife and all this. I'm
right.
Like, what the fuck? How long was this show on?
Oh no, it was on for a while. It was on. My Wife and Kids had a good run.
I watched the little girl go from dark skin to light skin. Like,
look, we watched the older daughter go from dark skin to light skin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I watched that go from being dark skinned to being on You Got Served.
Stop it!
Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, he said showing actual haircuts as well. Yeah, you can you can get Are there celebrity barbers?
Yeah,
I ain't had no haircut in a while, so I couldn't tell y'all. But
yeah, there
can
are
have like celebrity barbers show up. You know what I'm saying? And you can have it because what was the spinoff from this Beauty Shop with Queen Latifah?
Beauty Shop, and they were right next door.
Right next door. Yeah, you can. It's a lot of things you can play with. Like actual barbers. Yeah, you can do that. One storyline, and you know what I'm saying, it's always the dude who don't ever get nobody in this chair.
That'd be the dude in the front.
Right. You could play on that a lot. Like, it's a lot of things you could do. Barbershop would be one of those shows you can make a sitcom out of. But we just got to do better with our representation. We need to control our own narrative because it seems, well, I don't know, because it seems like the shit that we controlling this. It's getting a little crazy.
Got to be more careful.
Got to be more careful. But yeah, Mika, what we could wrap it up, man. What, you got anything? I see you got your Mike Jack shirt on.
I mean, we were talking Mike Jack tonight. That ain't no damn flex. This is. I mean, it's faded. I mean, it's supposed to look like this. It's supposed to be Michael Jackson with the zombie. It's supposed to look like like how it looked back in the day when we were little. The shirt had a little fade to it because you put it in the washing machine. Yeah. You put it in the washing machine too many times. And your mama like, what happened to the shirt? I keep wearing it.
Keep wearing it. Yep.
So I had to represent for Michael Jackson tonight because I actually had to dig. I had to find the shirt. I was like,
I don't have a Mike Jack. I got a print shirt. I need to get me a Mike Jack shirt.
I have both. I have a print shirt. I got a Purple Rain shirt, and then I also have the shirt that K4S with all the different Dave Chappelle's, and it says shirts versus blouses on it.
How dope was Purple Rain though?
Iconic.
Right.
Iconic. We have to talk about that movie on the show. We might
need to do that. Yeah, we need to. You know what? We need to do Purple Rain versus Moonwalker. Can we do that?
Ooh, I mean, I was gonna say we're gonna do, because don't get me wrong, love Moonwalker. I had the DVD. Don't Judge My Life. Also own it on digital.
I ain't judge you, dog. I used to watch. I on Rewind used to be watching that. What you talking about?
I own it on digital too. But I was gonna say Moonwalker versus Under the Cherry Moon, because
Under the Cherry Moon, not Under the Cherry Moon. Wow. Okay.
Because that's where
Bridge.
Graffiti Bridge was actually cringe. It was supposed to be the sequel to Purple. It was supposed to be the sequel to Purple Rain, and I was like, you could have kept that.
Oh man.
Yeah, Under the Cherry Moon. I mean, a lot of people don't know about that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's where we got Kiss from. Like that's where. I
mean, we got to do something like that. I think that'd be dope. I think that'd be dope, man. And rest in peace to both those dudes. I'm telling you, legends. My pops had this. It was on tape. It was a concert, a Prince, and he was shooting lasers out his good. I thought this was the dopest shit. He was shooting lasers out the guitar and shit. I don't even know how he was doing that shit. To this day, I still don't know.
The best Michael Jackson concert that I've ever seen on TV, but not on TV. Actually, you can watch it on YouTube now. Is Michael Jackson in Budapest.
That's where they was just fanning and dying.
Yes,
in the crowd.
Like the show didn't even start. He was just up there with his glasses on, like
right. And then when he threw the hat,
and the person caught it, and they proceeded to show him like throughout the rest of the concert, like he had the hat on his head. Yeah. I said, "Boy, you better than me, because I would have stuffed that mug down my shirt." Somebody would snatch that thing off your head, boy.
Man, Mike, I'm telling you, Mike was a superhero, man. That dude was the biggest thing. Presidents, kings, that dude was the man, dog.
Yes,
he was the man. And that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all gotta let some. This cancel culture or this let's go back and rewrite history on these people, we got to quit doing that. We got to quit doing that. And some people it's warranted, right?
Yes.
Some people it's warranted, but we got to quit because we find out something. Now we go and dig because different times.
Movie shouldn't dig.
Because if different times is wild. The 80s was wild, 70s, 60s. It was things that you could do that you can't do now.
You could bump cocaine in the club.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like
people don't do that.
It was different rules. It was different rules, guidelines, and morals on, you know what I'm saying, some of these times back then. And then you go and dig up and find out that this dude did what? You're like, nah, we can't rock with him because he was yada, yada, yada. It's like, but that was what was going on back then.
Exactly.
Like you can go and look at all your heroes or whoever, and it's skeletons in everybody's closet.
Right.
The motherfuckers come out and slap you across your face.
I just need the Mike Jack biopic to not dig up all his skeletons. Like we don't need to know everything. Like we damn sure don't need to dig up that skeleton. Like leave that where it lay.
No, I'm with you. We don't need all that to be dug
give
up.
Give us the Budapest. Give us just a snippet of the Budapest concert because a lot of kids do not. I showed that concert to my daughter. My daughter was like, "That's Michael Jackson." I was like, "Yeah." I was like, and he's singing, like he lip syncing. He's singing while he's dancing.
When Michael Jackson died. My daughter cried. She used to do the which one was it? It wasn't Thriller. It was
Remember the Time.
No. Where he was damn, which one was that?
What's that song?
Billie Jean.
Oh, yeah.
She would do the Billie Jean, like she was on it, and then when he died, she was bawling, crying, man.
Oh,
she was 09. She had to be so she was 7 at the time.
Okay, so she was very much like me when I was her age. I was a huge Michael. I had the Michael Jackson doll. The Michael Jackson doll came with the Thriller tape.
Yeah,
it came with the Thriller tape, and I played Thriller so much I popped the tape. My mom had bought me a Michael Jackson book that just had pictures of him in it. That was it. It ain't had no words in it. It was just pictures of him.
Pictures, yeah. That's all you needed for Michael Jackson. You didn't need no words.
I would sit outside on the step, listening to Thriller, flipping through this book.
Flipping through the book. Like, and every time you looked in, it was brand new. Yep. That's how I felt watching Moonwalker. Yeah. Every time we watched Moonwalker, and then I don't know if you remember, he came out with like The Dangerous.
Yes.
Like music videos all on one.
Yeah.
I'm watching them shits back to back to back.
I got not one but two Michael Jackson #1 DVDs. It's got all his videos on there, like the whole. I mean, now you can just pull it up on YouTube, but But I had those. I would play them DVDs over and over and over, and didn't even realize I had bought 2 of them. I was like, I was like, dang, what happened to my Michael Jackson DVD? And then I moved, and I was like, damn, I have 2.
Got 2 of them. Yep, I'm superhero, man. That dude was the man.
Now when I'm gonna get off here, I'm gonna go and watch Moonwalker, just so I can be happy.
That movie made, you know what though? Made no sense. What was
Zero.
What was the plot of the movie?
There wasn't a plot to that movie. The only reason why, I'm gonna be honest with you, the only reason why I watched Moonwalker is for the videos in the beginning and for Smooth Criminal. And then after that, I didn't even care about Come Together because I was like, that is a Beatles song. Yeah. I don't give a damn.
Nah, that was his song. You thought it was the Beatles song.
By then he had bought the Beatles. He was like, I'm doing Come Together.
I'm doing Come Together. It's my song now. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, man. Nah, it was that
montage in that movie. When they was going through the years, like going from the Jackson 5.
That movie was crazy, man. That movie was crazy. Like, yeah.
We definitely have to do. We could definitely do Purple Rain versus Moonwalker.
We got to do that. We got to. That's we got to do that.
Purple Rain versus Moonwalker.
Got to.
It's gonna take the whole show for us to get
we just dedicate the whole show to that. I don't care.
Oh, versus it'll be like a versus battle.
Yep. It'll be a versus. I don't care. We start different scenes versus this scene. We could break it down, dog. We could do it.
But they ain't no sex scene in Moonwalker.
Nah. The closest, what would be the closest? Didn't he do like a dedication to Elizabeth Taylor in that?
He did.
That would probably be the closest thing. Why he like that white woman like that?
Because she probably was the only thing on his TV that Joe would let him watch.
She was old too. Like,
he was in love with her. He was in love with Elizabeth Taylor.
Elizabeth, yeah, he looked. I mean, she was all. I was like, Elizabeth Taylor. I mean, she ain't. Back then, she was,
Bomb.
But like by the time that came out, she wasn't Elizabeth Taylor no more. She was. He also had like Diana Ross.
Yeah, but he had his crush on Diana Ross started with as a childhood crush.
I would like to see what what I'm saying. I'm gonna leave that where it's at, but I would like to see some story on that. You know what I mean? I'd like to see some story on that.
Remember, he had that jealous moment whenever she
with the white dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What you call his daddy? That's Tracy Ellis Ross's daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, Mike got some shit to tell now. This gonna be good.
Yes.
It's gonna be good. I already know it. I already know it's gonna be good. But ladies and gentlemen, that's our show. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Share. Sharing is caring. I don't have nothing really to talk about. Nothing coming up right now. I'm just blues housing it right now. Mika, you got anything?
You already know you can catch me here on Blues House Live, but you can also catch me on Popcorn in Your Beard every Tuesday and Thursday as well.
All in your beard, like that.
And you gotta still catch these hands for game night. You know that, right?
Oh yeah, I was like, dog, I ain't gonna be able to make it back. I wasn't home, man. I ain't make it back in time, so
still gotta catch these hands for game night.
I wanted to look, man. I'm kung fuing it. We gonna see what hands you got. We gonna see.
You ain't ready for this, but see. Rashad ain't hosting. It's not hosting this time, so it won't be. I don't know what it's gonna be. So
okay,
but just let me know.
I'm showing up. I want to see. Even if I show up and lose, I don't even care because now I can gauge what's going on. You see what I'm saying?
Bet.
But yeah, man. That's shit. I keep pulling up the wrong one. We out of here, man. That's it. Like, share, subscribe. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here.
Take it easy, be safe, and we're out.
Peace.